Have you ever wondered what 7 days can do to your life? No, I'm not talking about just any change. I'm talking about a real, tangible transformation that leaves everyone around you in awe. I know, it sounds like an exaggeration, but trust me, my experience with creatine was exactly that. For years, we hear about supplements, promises, and miracles that seem too good to be true, and that's where the danger lies. But what if I told you that in just 1 week of taking creatine, I saw results I didn't even know were possible? I'm not here to tell you fairy tales, but to open your eyes to a truth that many prefer to ignore. Just imagine, within days, your body starts responding in ways that defy logic. Strength, endurance, focus, everything seems to take a leap that makes you wonder why you didn't do this sooner. But here's the big point, it's not just about taking creatine and waiting for magic to happen. It's about understanding that with every benefit comes responsibility. If you're looking for a shortcut, you can stop here. But if you're ready to face the truth, step out of your comfort zone, and really do what needs to be done, then you're in the right place. Creatine isn't for the faint-hearted. It will challenge you, push you out of your comfort zone, and yes, it will transform you. So, if you think you're ready for this, get ready for a journey that goes far beyond what you imagine. Let's explore together what 7 days of creatine did to me, and how this experience can completely change the way you approach your workouts, your health, and even your life. Are you ready for this change? Because once you start, there's no turning back. And if you think that's all, you have no idea what's coming next. What's up, everyone? Tiago here. If there's one thing we all look for in the gym, it's that muscle gain and the feeling of getting stronger, right? Let's be honest, who doesn't want to look in the mirror and see real progress, something beyond the superficial? You know what 7 days did to me? When I started taking creatine, the change was fast. It's impressive how this initial loading phase transforms your body. I'm not talking about magic, I'm talking pure science. Creatine is that friend you didn't know you needed, but once they're there, you never want to let them go. Now, listen up. What happens when you take creatine is almost like giving your muscles an extra boost. During those 7 days, you start feeling that strength from within, you know? Like when you can lift more weight or crank out those last few reps that seemed impossible before. Creatine acts like a turbocharger, amplifying every exercise, every movement. And this isn't just gym talk, it's the direct result of having more energy available since creatine helps replenish ADP, that energy currency that makes everything in our body work. The result? Stronger muscles, more endurance, and of course, more gains. And you know what's more interesting? When you start feeling these effects, there's no ignoring it. It's like something clicks, and you realize you're on the right track. And the best part is that this applies not just to the physical but to your confidence as well. Seeing results pushes you to go further, to strive for more. The secret? Keep up the pace because these first 7 days are just the beginning of the journey. Who wants more? The creatine loading phase is that crucial moment where everything starts to change. Imagine you're fueling up a race car before a big competition. That's pretty much what happens to your body when you start taking creatine in higher doses, around 20 to 25 grams per day. During these 7 days, it's like you're prepping your muscles for battle, saturating every cell with the energy needed to handle the impact that's coming. And believe me, my experience showed me that this period is decisive for anyone who wants to see fast and effective results. During those loading days, what 7 days did to me was almost a revolution. It's like I unlocked a new level of strength and endurance. You know that feeling of being ready to face any challenge the gym throws at you? That's it. Creatine, by increasing energy levels in the muscles, gives you extra confidence to try that weight that seemed impossible before. And the best part is that you start to realize you're in control, that your performance is evolving with every workout. Now, don't be fooled into thinking this process is easy. It takes discipline and commitment. Taking creatine every day, at the right dose, without skipping a day, makes all the difference. And honestly, this loading phase isn't just about prepping your muscles, it's also about prepping your mind for what's to come. After these 7 days, you'll realize your body is more than ready to take the next step. Who's ready to see what comes next? When we talk about creatine, many people underestimate its power to increase muscle cell hydration. It's like giving your muscles a bath of energy, literally filling each cell with water. This process isn't just superficial, and anyone who's been through this phase knows exactly what I'm talking about. What 7 days did to me went way beyond what I imagined. Taking creatine is like supercharging the appearance of your muscles, making them fuller, more pumped, like they're ready to explode with potential. And this fuller look directly impacts muscle growth. With more hydrated cells, the body's anabolic environment intensifies, meaning the muscles have everything they need to grow. It's almost like you're creating the perfect conditions for muscle building. My experience showed that by keeping cell hydration high, you're signaling to your body that it's time to grow, not shrink. The secret? Staying well hydrated throughout this process to further enhance creatine's effects. Now, here's a warning: this extra hydration can give a false impression of weight gain, but don't be fooled. It's all part of the process, and it's temporary. What matters is what's happening inside your body, not the number on the scale. Over time, this hydration will aid in real muscle growth, translating into strength and size that stick around. Ready to keep going on this path? Because the next step is crucial to understanding what comes next. When it comes to recovery and performance, creatine is like that well-kept secret that, once revealed, completely changes the game. During the loading process, what 7 days did to me was surprising. Taking creatine, you start noticing a significant difference in how quickly your muscles recover between workouts. It's like your body gains extra resilience, allowing you to hit the next workout with even more intensity and focus. The key here is the rapid regeneration of ATP, which is the primary energy source during high-intensity activities. This means that with creatine, you can lift more weight, do more reps, and still have the energy to keep going. My experience was exactly that. Every workout seemed more efficient, like I had found a way to hack my own body to perform better. It's not just about being stronger but about maintaining that level of strength consistently, day after day. But it doesn't stop there. Creatine also helps you better manage that post-workout soreness we all know too well. With faster recovery, you'll be ready for the next workout even before you feel the effects of the last one. And this, in the long run, is what makes the difference in building solid, lasting muscles. Now, if you think that's all creatine has to offer, wait until you discover what it can do for your brain. Creatine is known for its effects on the body, but what many people don't know is that it also has a significant impact on the mind. What 7 days did to me, by taking creatine, was a true mental awakening. Creatine doesn't just boost physical performance, it also helps clear the mind, improving concentration and focus. This happens because, just like in muscles, creatine aids in the regeneration of ATP in brain cells, which means more energy available for tasks that require mental effort. My experience with creatine showed that this supplement can be a true game-changer for anyone who needs a sharp mind, whether it's for studying, working, or making important decisions. With more mental clarity, you can handle daily situations better, think more strategically, and make decisions with greater assertiveness. It's like the mental fog lifts, leaving only the clarity of sharp and organized ideas. Who would have thought that something as simple as taking creatine could have such a profound impact on the mind? And the most interesting part is that these mental benefits aren't just for those looking to improve physical performance. They extend to anyone who needs more mental energy to face life's challenges. So, if you think you've seen all that creatine has to offer, get ready to explore this more cerebral side and discover how it can transform both your body and mind. But, like everything in life, there's always another side of the coin to consider. When it comes to creatine, we can't ignore the fact that there are potential side effects. What 7 days did to me was incredible, but it's important to be aware that not everything is perfect. During the loading phase, some people may experience water retention, which can result in temporary weight gain. Additionally, some users report digestive discomfort, such as nausea or cramps. This doesn't mean that creatine is bad, but rather that some precautions are needed, like staying well hydrated and possibly adjusting the dosage if necessary. My experience showed me that these effects are usually temporary and can be minimized with some simple precautions. For example, when taking creatine, ensuring you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day can make a big difference. If symptoms persist, it might be a good idea to reduce the daily dose to 5 grams, which still provides the benefits of creatine without overwhelming the body. And it's important to remember, every body reacts differently, so what works for one person might not work for another. Another point that concerns some is the relationship between creatine and hair loss, specifically due to a potential increase in DHT, a hormone linked to baldness. However, most research hasn't found a significant connection between creatine and increased DHT, especially at lower doses. But, for those already predisposed to baldness, it might be something to consider. After all, it's always better to be informed and make conscious decisions when it comes to our health. And with that, we reach a point that still generates a lot of debate: creatine's impact on hormone levels. The discussion around creatine and its possible link to hair loss is a topic that generates a lot of controversy. What 7 days did to me was a noticeable change in my workouts, but when it comes to side effects, this issue of DHT has many people worried. DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, is a hormone associated with baldness in people who are genetically predisposed. Some say that taking creatine can increase DHT levels, but in practice, most studies haven't found a direct correlation, especially when creatine is taken in moderate doses. My personal experience with creatine didn't include any signs of increased hair loss, but of course, this can vary from person to person. If you already have a tendency towards baldness or are concerned about it, it's always good to stay vigilant and perhaps monitor any changes. However, it's important not to let unfounded fears take over. Taking creatine, for many, is a matter of weighing the pros and cons, and so far, the benefits, both physical and mental, seem to far outweigh the potential risks. But if the concern about hair loss is still significant, a practical solution would be to opt for lower doses of creatine, which can still offer results without causing as much hormonal impact. That way, you can enjoy the benefits of this powerful supplement while minimizing any potential side effects. And so, we reach the end of this series of topics, where we've explored everything creatine can do for you, from muscle transformation to mental impact. So, you've made it this far and already understand that creatine is not just another supplement. It's a powerful tool that can change the way you approach your workouts, your mind, and even your life. But the big question now is, are you ready to take action? Because, let's be honest, reading about the benefits is easy, but putting it into practice is where most people fail. And that's where the difference is made. There's no point in knowing all this if you don't have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and apply this knowledge. Now, tell me something, are you going to keep just thinking about what could be, or are you going to make the decision to really change? Because, honestly, the only thing standing between you and the results you want is your own determination. And it starts with one simple action: taking creatine, training hard, and watching the transformation happen before your eyes. If you want something that goes beyond creatine and perfectly complements this journey of transformation, take a look at my ebook, Burn Boost. In it, I show you how to lose weight healthily and without suffering, using a flexible diet that will help you reach your goals without starving or following crazy diets. Now, if you're determined to keep evolving and want more of this kind of content that really makes a difference, I've got the next video for you: 5 tips to finally burn belly fat once and for all. Click on it now and start applying these practical tips. Don't waste time because the video is about to start.